Murders of women are decreasing day by day in the world. Many of the women now have the equality in the fields they want. They have professional positions, clothing styles, and all kinds of material and moral equality, and they are very satisfied with it. Women can now move freely and safely on the streets and wear whatever they want. They are not harassed, raped, or killed by their teachers or bosses. Femicide and abuse decreased by 80% compared to 2020. Men have learned not to interfere with the privacy and life of women, to have nervous breakdowns, or not to use violence against them. If this rate continues like this, we will be completely able to eradicate the murders and abuse of the women. We wish these sentences were correct, but the fact is
30% of the world's women are by their partners. 1 in 3 women stated that they were physically or sexually abused by their families or spouses. According to the report called Family in a Changing World, 1 out of every 5 women between the ages of 15 to 49 was subjected to physical violence or sexual abuse by their partners. Women and girls make up 71% of all human trafficking victims, and 3 out of 4 are sexually exploited. All over the world, women are killed, violent, and abused simply because they are women.
My name is Iram, and I'm 17 years old. I had to move to Mersin because of the rumors that started in my hometown after I got engaged. I was 5 months pregnant when I was found heavily injured in the bathroom of my own house. I was shot in the head by my father and brother after the decision that was made in the family council. I tried to hold on to life, but I couldn't survive more than 1 day at the hospital that I was taken to. They tried to save my baby by performing cesarean, but it passed away in 3 days too. Not only did they take away my life, but they killed my baby, my dreams, my youth, and my future.
I am Sama. I'm 21 years old. I was living alone in Ankara. I have been threatened with that many times by my boyfriend, who shared his videos of beating me unconsciously on social media. On 3rd of June 2020, he strangled me with a rope in my own house and hung me from the ceiling, thereby trying to make it look like a suicide. He was acquitted as a result of long trials. He was free by killing a woman. I went to eternity by being killed by a man. My dreams, my family, my loved ones, and my future remain.
I'm Yasemin Çetindağ, 25 years old and a mother of 4 children. I live in Strasbourg, France. The reason I had an argument with my ex-boyfriend in front of my children was that I wanted to leave him. However, he did not want to accept this, and the next day he killed me and threw my body into the forest like a garbage bag. My 4 kids and loved ones are left behind.
Living in Freiburg, Germany. I lost my consciousness with a drug mixed into my drink in the nightclub I went on October 14, 2018. I was raped by 15 men. You cannot imagine the pain and guilt that I experienced. They ruined my life for their own pleasure when I was only 18 years old.
I am a 27-year-old veterinarian living in Hyderabad, India. I was raped by 2 men on 27th November of 2019. After they raped me, they set me on fire. After that, I filed a criminal complaint, but 95% of my body was severely burned and poisonous gas filled my lungs. Now I leave the world, leaving my profession, family, and all my life behind.
I'm Ingrid Escamilla Vargas. I'm 25 years old and from Mexico. I was killed by my 46-year-old husband, Eric Francisco, with a cat in the throat. In his confession, my killer said that he had skinned my head from my feet, removed my internal organs, and tried to disassemble me. The whole country has stood up, but I will not be able to stand up again. My own husband ended my life with his hands.
I am Alexandra. I am 15 years old and live in Romania. I was just kidnapped by the 65 years old man whose name is George Dinka. Although I called the police 3 times, the teams arrived at the place in which I was in after 19 hours. My killer confessed to killing another girl who is 18 years old after me. What was left behind was my crying mother and protesting public. My childhood is flew away.
It is up to all of us to live in that world where all this has come to an end and what we now call utopian. As women, men, children, young and old, we can prevent this problem altogether because women's rights are human rights. We owe this struggle to all the women who are being killed just for being a woman.
Women demand to have equal rights as everyone else in every field the world has. And for this, we don't need any of the labels, such as strong, successful, moral, self-confident, well-groomed, submissive. Being human is enough for this right.
The inequality that we have been witness for a long time in every single area around the world is decreasing day by day. Women got the rights they have been struggling for centuries. There is little news on the internet about child marriage because almost all girls are going to school where they belong. Today, 50% of members of the council are women. According to statistics, there are 30% more women presidents all around the world. Women are everywhere they want and they can do whatever they want. People have learned not to judge them. Everyone has been convinced that women's rights are human rights.